people in Japan are really connected to tradition, but also they like influence from the West. They like Christmas, they like jazz, they like burgers. So today we're gonna try really Japanese burger, obviously with Wagyu beef, but also with many Japanese stuff inside.
My name is Kacper Zalsman and I'm the professional grill master. In my free time I travel around the world looking for real food made with fire.
You probably think this guy is Delulu. Went to Japan and instead of eating sushi and ramen, he ate burgers. And what's worse, at McDonald's! The truth is that pressure for burgers came from my son, who is a great sushi lover but also burger maniac. And only after we started exploring this subject, I realized it's really interesting. That's why I started finding burger spots more carefully and stealing a bite or two from my son Kai.
Mogę ja? Ty.
All the Japanese burgers had one thing in common. Its size. For Western standards, they were all just little bites. Here you see me at Mos Burgers, Japanese fast food proud to use only fresh and selected ingredients. Unfortunately, similar was the size of a burger at YS, more craft burger spot in Kyoto.
W środku mamy japoński sos barbecue. Mamy wołowinę Wagyu.
My goal was to look for burgers composed mostly of local Japanese ingredients. I think the most satisfying was a burger we've had in Nara. In this joint we ordered teriyaki cheese egg burger, suggested as the most Japanese burger here.
No to jest burger.
Inside you could find a patty, egg, famous Gouda cheese from Hokkaido and Japanese barbecue sauce. Do you hear that crunch? That was awesome! Another burger based on Japanese products I've had in Freshness Burger. It was called negi miso with spring onion and miso. My expectations were going through the roof, but I felt like I'm eating sushi bought in supermarket in Europe. In Mos Burger they've had a sandwich with Hokkaido Gouda cheese as well. This cheese is a big deal, but the rest of it was small, like the cheapest hamburger in McDonald's, with a tiny bit of sauce and veggies. It looked really lame. Yep, that will be all. So as I already mentioned McDonald's, yeah, we did actually visit this restaurant and I did fall in love with one of the sandwiches there. It was called Gohan Karubi. This burger was exceptional because it was served in a bun made of sushi rice, with unbelievable chutney made of meat and fruits. Absolutely delicious. Unfortunately, when I was first taken to McDonald's, I didn't expect to find there such gold, so I didn't even bother to record anything on my smartphone. I had to return later with my camera, but this time something else happened.
The rice burger that's not available now.
It's not available. Oh no. Thank you very much. Bye bye. So I ordered the same burger but in a regular bun. It really wasn't the same, but this chutney rocked anyway. So I decided to check what was it exactly that it was made of. But it wasn't easy. Yeah?
If you want, we can check like exact ingredients.
Yes,
Some
please.
allergy or something.
Yeah, I would like to know just some vegetables or some, there are some vegetables.
Yeah, please wait a little.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, maybe it's easier. Yeah, you can access McDonald's Japan. They have English version, and
Yeah.
they list all ingredients in English.
Yeah.
We have it, but we have it in Japanese, and it's a lot of stuff.
Oh no.
So, yeah, I'm
But more or less some vegetables. Are there some?
yes.
Because it's really good.
Yeah, there's apples like beef, chicken.
Chicken as well.
Yeah, beef and chicken and
521番です。
goma, like seeds, goma seeds. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Yeah, maybe easy. Just Google it.
I will.
McDonald's
Okay.
Japan.
Okay.
So we left with almost nothing. But you know me guys, I don't give up that easy. So here we are back in Poland and now it's time to make our version of Japanese Gohan Karubi burger. The charcoal is burning. Let's start with seasoning the ground beef. To give it amazing Japanese flavor, I'm gonna season it with a miso paste. This is a huge amount of saltiness and umami flavor. It will totally enhance the flavor of the meat and also give the Japanese character to the burger. A spoonful of miso, something like this, and also sesame oil. For me, that's a flavor of Japan. Be careful, this is just to give it a flavor. It's not proper for cooking. Perilla. This is another flavor of Japan for me. Although I've heard somewhere in Poland that someone said that perilla smells like a graveyard during autumn. This is real poetry. It smells like Japan, but whatever. If you smell cemetery, good for you, man. Let's chop the perilla roughly. It will also look amazing in a burger. And optionally you can add Angus and Oink Japanese wrap. There's plenty of sesame in there. I just love this wrap for Japanese food. But you can just use sesame and maybe a little bit more miso paste. And now let's mix the whole thing. Smells amazing. Each time you add sesame oil to any kind of meat, it just takes it to another level. So the burgers will be small. You've seen that Japanese really like small food, so I'll make 2 of those. And now let's go for this amazing confit that I tried in actually Japanese McDonald's. It was called Karubi. I've checked. I think it means rib. I asked the guy and he told me
Beef, chicken.
Chicken as well.
Yeah, beef and chicken and
521番です。
I've decided to go for Karubi, for beef rib, and to start the jam with that. So as you see, I have a couple of this beautiful galbi style cut ribs. All I have to do is just get rid of the bones and cut it into small chunks. This will be the base for my Karubi jam. Don't bother cutting it too finely, as it will all melt down and dissolve. And now the onion. Make sure to mix it from time to time. And let's add the onion. Ginger. We really need this in a Japanese dish. As an option, 1 chili. I just can't help it. I love spicy food. Ooh. Oh, cool. So I'm making a room on the bottom of my pan. Now quite a lot of brown sugar goes into the pot. It won't caramelize as beautifully as the white sugar will, but it has more complex flavor from the very beginning.
Nice. And 1 cinnamon stick. We can first grill it to enhance the flavor. In Japanese McDonald's they said they add apple to the Karubi, so we have to add apple as well. It will really work well with the cinnamon.
Yeah, there's apples.
Let's cut off the center. Chop it as you like, it will all break down anyway. Let's add it to the pot. And apples. So as you see, sugar melts already. So we need something to prevent burning of the sugar because it will destroy the whole thing. I'm suggesting sake. We are making Japanese burger. And now let's start building the flavor. So first we are adding something sour. How about rice vinegar? Something salty and full of umami, soy sauce. And now we have to reduce it quite well. And now let's make a salad and the sauce. But let's start with the dressing to my salad. I'm putting a little bit of brown sugar to the bowl. Rice vinegar. Quite a lot. My beloved sesame oil. Obviously nobody in Japan would ever put a salad like this in his burger. But this is my interpretation of their interpretation of the burger. And I decided to put a salad like this in my burger. Dressing is ready. I love this thing. Now I have wakame weed. As you see, all I can buy in Poland is dry version of this thing. So I have to soak it up with water. But it will give me amazing flavor of surf and turf burger. To wakabe I'm adding as well a bit of sushi ginger. If you have a chance to buy marinated daikon, why not go for that? Chop it into little julienne. And also add sesame. I'm adding again my Japanese flavor drop. There's plenty of sesame in there. Dressing. Half of this stuff is obviously pickled, so it's sour, so don't add anything pickled to your burger if you add this stuff. And now let's make Japanese mayo. Believe it or not, but in Japan they have their own kind of mayo. It's called Kewpie mayo. The difference is it's a little bit more vinegary, so I'm adjusting my European mayo with a little bit of rice vinegar. It's a bit more salty and full of umami. I think it's because of the soy sauce. Adding a little bit of soy sauce. And my twist is a bit of wasabi paste. So we are mixing the whole thing right now. The biggest issue will be wasabi. You have to make sure it's not in big chunks in there. Also mayo. And now for these rice buns that they call Gohan, that I show you in McDonald's. I know how to make it. It's really easy. I'm putting the pan on a grill to start warming it up. Now we can close this thing. You see the flames is getting too big. So what we need to make the rice bun. First of all, a bit of water, then a bit of oil, then the ring like this. Make sure you put a little bit of oil to the board, and also make sure that the ring is greased. And also you need a sushi rice, which was pre-cooked and flavored with rice vinegar. Now put it inside. Make sure you push it quite well to make it stick together. Push it, push it, push it real good. We're getting rid of the ring and we are flipping the whole thing, and make sure there's oil everywhere. So I got 4 of those. They stick together more or less. I've noticed it really depends on the rice quality. Some of the sushi rice sticks really well and some of them not really well. Anyway, I'm sure it will work, no worries. Let's start grilling.
First, let's put the burger in a high temperature zone and let's give it a sear. This thing is so good, I could eat it just like that. I don't need a burger to eat it. This is so delicious. Oh man. Burgers are caramelized, we can move them to the lower temperature zone. I have no clue what's going on. This thing is falling apart. Maybe this rice was of poor quality, maybe it was in the fridge for too long. I promise you, we did it at least a few times. It works. And as I was saying, a beef burger with an awesome Karubi rib jam with wasabi Kewpie mayonnaise, awesome Japanese salad, and the rice on the side. I have no idea what went wrong. It didn't work this time, but I promise you that you can do it on your barbecue. Let's try this thing. This is the best, really. Eat it in a regular bun with this mayo, with this Karubi jam, with this salad. You will be really happy. I have no idea what went wrong with this rice. I promise you that you can do it at home. If you're one of the gluten-free guys, like gluten is not my thing, for example, this is awesome when it works, obviously. Something went wrong here. Great dish, not a burger. Take care.